first tip for thriving in a job when you're stuck and you can't leave is admit that it sucks. Okay, this is a very powerful tip. We are living, especially in Western culture, in such a time of like toxic positivity and good vibes only. And it feels like a personal moral failing to just admit that something sucks. But it really does feel really good to just finally be honest with yourself and lay it all down and say, you know what? I do hate this job. Extra credit after you acknowledge that you're in a job that you hate. The next thing to do, bonus, is approve of feeling that way. So you need to say to yourself, I approve of feeling like I hate my job. I approve of feeling frustrated. I approve of feeling stuck in my career. I approve of feeling undervalued. Okay. Because as women, we're taught that we have to be happy all the time, and that's an external expectation. So we need to put our validation internal. And that's what happens when you say, you know what? I approve of all of my moods. I give myself permission to be a full spectrum woman, to be multifaceted, to have human emotions and not just be this smiling Stepford, woman that society expects. Okay. So that's step one. As they say, you got to feel it to heal it, but we're not going to stay here. Okay. This is step one. My next tip to what to do if you're in a job that you hate but you can't leave is put more you in what you do. Oftentimes, we hate jobs because who we are is not valued. Our essential essence is not welcome. And people want us to be something that we're not. And there's so much grief in that. And that's why step one is feeling that. But in this step, it's really about making yourself feel as validated and comfortable and in your own flow as possible without permission from anyone else, so that you feel on a daily basis as good as you possibly can. So for myself, working in high tech, with mostly men and software engineers and just a whole gray wasteland of like cubicles and all these nerd jokes that I didn't get. I didn't feel like myself and I wanted to try and fit in and I wanted to hide. And that was so soul sucking. So even if you can't leave the job, you still have a lot of autonomy and a lot of choices. So I started making different choices. I did not hide. I started wearing pink. I started doing, my little girly desktop quote wallpapers. I put, flowers in my cube. And this doesn't have to be what you do if that's not your style. Whatever you like, if you like some like athletic sports team or are into hiking or whatever it is, if you're in a business suit environment and you're more of like a sneakers kind of gal, um, the point is take every opportunity that you can to feel like yourself. And again, approve of yourself. If people want to snicker at your cube or make comments about your outfits, that has to do with them. Don't apologize, be strong in who you are because that's going to bring you like a lot of creature comforts and just like the comforts of home of feeling like, okay, like I can survive this because I have the Spotify playlist that pumps me up and I have the clothes on that make me feel good and I have my cubicle set up in the way that brings me joy. And I have this picture of my family and this reminder that I have this whole life. Tip for surviving a job you hate but you can't leave is, and I love this one, just tell yourself that you've given 2 weeks' notice. You don't have to actually give it, just tell yourself that you have. So you'll notice if you ever actually have given notice at a job, all the stuff that bothers you, it starts to recede. The things that grated you and were so annoying, you find amusing, you're detached from them, you're able to look at these people, fondly because they are about to be in your rear view. And ultimately, if you do have a job you hate, we do want to find a way to get you out of it. So when I say I've given 2 weeks' notice, it's another way of saying this is temporary, but it just feels a bit more optimistic.